Good evening, Villa Park. My name is Al Stasch with the Villa Park Cable Commission, and I am here at the Village Hall in the gallery before today's workshop meeting that will be on the air in just a little while. And before that, we're also going to have one of our very favorite hosts with Jenny Casal. Sid Berg is going to be introducing and talking to Jenny Casal about Oktoberfest. But I've got lots more to tell you about. A lot of things have been happening here in the summer of Villa Park and all the activities recently that I want to tell you about, and also what's coming. So let's get started. First of all, last Friday night over at Willowbrook High School, we had the Willowbrook Black and Blue Games. And that was a whole bunch of stuff. First of all, we had the sophomore scrimmage game, the sophomore football scrimmage game. And that was at 5 o'clock. And we had a chance to talk to their head coach for the sophomore level, Mike Hausman, who is a Willowbrook alum. He's been a coach for the sophomore team for 6 years. And he does a fantastic interview. You can't miss it. You got to see it. So that will be on later this week, and we'll tell you more about that in a little bit. So they did a scrimmage, and they're only 1 week away from regular season starting, so that was good to see how they're progressing. They look great. Right after that, there was an alumni and faculty game on the varsity field, and they played a flag game. They wanted to play touch, but then they realized that the flags would be a little bit better. It was fun to watch. They picked sides. They got out there and they played two halves, two 12-minute halves, and the score was, I think, 18-12. So it was a great game, good action for some of the former Willowbrook football players out on the field in a beautiful, beautiful night. It was like 75 degrees, sunshine, perfect weather. Right after that, it got even better with the Willowbrook cheer performance. Now, this is a varsity cheer team, and they got out there and they performed, and they got a lot of acrobatics going on. They do the pyramids. They had 4 girls up in the air, and it was really fun to watch. They're great. They are a good squad, and you're going to enjoy watching them during halftime and on the sidelines at football games. After that, we had really a cool event, and that is the Willowbrook Warriors football program, the youth football program, which is football players and cheer. They had 6 squads for the football team, ranging in ages from 1st grade on up to 8th grade, and a counterpart of the same age group for a cheer squad for each of the levels. And we can't go without mentioning how that league got started. A resident of Villa Park, former Willowbrook alum. He went to Iowa after that, then was drafted by the Miami Dolphins, Matt Roth, who is currently on the Cleveland Browns. A little discussion about where he might end up before the season starts, but he gave out some great money, matched by the NFL, to get the league started. And there are just hundreds of kids who are benefiting from that, enjoying it, lots of coaches, lots of parent participation and adult participation. We were able to see each one of the players, each one of the cheer squads be introduced, run out on the field. Some of them did backflips and cartwheels and all kinds of crazy things. We've got a video of everything. You'll want to see that. You don't want to miss it. Some of the people that are involved with the cheer programs, of course, is Gene Taylor. We know Gene Taylor from several things that happened throughout the village here, volunteer. Kimberly Keener, and the Ranieri family. Everywhere you look, there's a Ranieri, a coach, a player, a cheer person, a cheer coach. So lots of Ranieris. They're a great family. They've always been great in all sports. You'll see them out there as well. Then, right after that, the Pom Squad got out there. Now, if the cheer squad is more acrobat, the Pom Squad is more dance. And they have great outfits, did a great performance. They're really fun to watch. Good bunch of girls out there, and they did a good job. Then, following that was Nick Hildreth. He's the varsity coach for the football team, and his squad, the varsity football players, got out there and had their scrimmage. So there was a lot of good action out there from the sophomores and the varsity. The freshmen were out there too, but they were outside of the field, and they did their practice on behind the stands. So everybody was out there, had good concessions, had an announcer. They did raffles. So it was a great kickoff for the upcoming football season. Now, what's upcoming? This Friday night at Willowbrook High School, starting at 5 p.m. is the sophomore game, the first game of the season, against the Glenbard East Rams. So we'll be hosting the Glenbard East Rams. They're right over on Westmore Avenue in Lombard. They're coming over for the first game of the season. That's not a conference game, but the rivalry between the schools has always been there. The kids come up through grade school sometimes. They play in sports, other sports against each other. So it's an important game, not because it's conference, but because it's Glenbard East. So be there at 5 o'clock for the sophomore game, and then at 7:30 is the varsity game. So you'll be able to go to both games, get to the field, watch the games, and then following that is opening day Sunday for the Willowbrook youth programs right back at the varsity field over at Willowbrook High School. I don't have times yet. We'll get those to you as soon as you can, or check their website. You'll be able to find it on the internet for them. Now, we're going to have a special video presentation of everything that happened at Black and Blue Night later this week. It'll be on sometime in the evening, probably Wednesday or Thursday night. We're going to try to fit it in. I have to talk to our schedule, Pat McAndrews, who will tell us when we can put it on. But we're going to get to all of the highlights of the games, the performances by the cheer and the POMs, the introduction of the players and cheer staffs, and a very special performance of all of the cheerleaders from all of the different levels at the youth program out on the field talking or doing their performance. One time you'll see that throughout the year, and it'll be on our video. Now, leading ahead, what's coming up pretty soon? OKTOBERFEST. You're going to see a great discussion with Sid Berg and Jenny Cassell from our Villa Park Parks and Recreation Department going through the entire schedule. But I got to get something out there right away, and that's the Bags Tournament. The October Bags Tournament is a two-person team competition for the best of the fest. This is very popular. Get your bags ready, get going, get registered. Each team is guaranteed 2 matches if you join into this tournament. Awards include a total cash prize payout of, I believe, $150 plus trophies. So this is no, fun and games. This is for real. Cost is $25 per team, and a tournament will be held on Saturday, which is September 8th. Starting at 4 p.m. at Lions Park during Oktoberfest. For more information about how to register, what's going on, what you do, contact Ann at 630-834-8970. She's with the Parks and Recreation Department. Also, Friends of Villa Park Pools will be there. They're one of the many vendors that are going to be out at the Oktoberfest. And this is a group, an organization that's raising money. They're registering as a 501c, which is a non-for-profit organization. They're raising money to help improve the pools, Lufkin and Jefferson Pool, both of them. So they're having a booth, and they're looking for help with manning that booth. If you can help, either Saturday, whatever day, they'll tell you, Villa Park Pools@yahoo.com. VillaParkPools@yahoo.com. Email them, and they'll tell you all the details. Just after Oktoberfest, the Villa Park Fire Department just announced that they're going to have an open house again. Now, we skipped last year, didn't have it at the Ardmore Station. They're going to have it again this year. They're going to have a live fire demonstration, gas safety by NICOR, safety exhibit by ComEd, equipment display of all the fire trucks and equipment, games and prizes. Starts October 13th from noon until 3 p.m. Yesterday, we had a great event in Villa Park. It was run by all of the staffs, different departments, the fire department, the Parks and Recreation Department, Economic Development, the police department, all helped with the Villa Park Grand Prix. We have a special coming for that as well. I was out there for 4.5 hours, videotaping all of it, getting pictures of the races. This is bicycle racing on our streets in Villa Park. It was a wonderful event. 9 races, from kids in Villa Park on to professionals. They did an excellent job. It was really fun. They came down Park Avenue as a start and finish line, and there was like a 4-block long sprint to the start and finish line. So it was really exciting to watch. We've got a lot of it to show to you. We hope you watch. And again, I'll talk to Pat, our technical director, and our station manager here at the Villa Park Cable Commission to see when we can get that on. That'll be on later this week. Really exciting to watch, really fun to be a part of that, and I enjoyed every minute of it. So, in Villa Park, you've got lots of things to do. Summer may be over as far as being out of school in the next week or two, but it's not over as far as events and things to do in Villa Park. So remember, we've got Oktoberfest coming. We've got the open house for the Villa Park Fire Department. We've got football and all of the other sports starting at Willowbrook High School. So find out where these events are, be a part of them, take advantage of them. They're great fun here in Villa Park. Thanks for watching, And stay tuned for more from our station.